I'm KM. So most of you know that I'm a science fiction writer, and a lot of you know that I set myself a goal for this year to get 100 rejections on my writing. I am 84 rejections in to this year, and for lifetime I am up over 100. I set this goal because I wanted to have a better attitude about rejection, to see it as part of the journey rather than the end of it. I also wanted to share a little bit about what I learned about rejection, because I know this is something that a lot of people, whether it's writers or anybody else, college applications or whatever it is, people have a hard time dealing with rejection. So I want to teach my students growth mindset, so if I don't have one, that's a problem. So here's some of the things that I learned. Number one is dealing with the pain of rejection. After being rejected 30 times, it doesn't necessarily go away. You're just more used to it and you can deal with it better. I think of it this way. If you're really scared of needles and you're diagnosed with something that makes you get a lot of shots, the 30th one is not exactly going to hurt less than the first one, but it's going to be a lot less scary and you're going to be able to deal with it better because you know exactly what to expect. When you're dealing with early rejections, there's this temptation to tell yourself, I'm going to have to do this a lot, so I better learn to suck it up and get used to it. It's never helpful to tell yourself, suck it up and stop feeling pain, right? You have to feel what you feel, period. Whether that's anger, whether that's sadness, if you need to cancel plans with people, if you need to cry, you can threaten to quit as long as you don't actually quit. But there's also this temptation to kind of navel gaze and get caught up in these pity parties. You have to move forward. That's the second thing, moving forward. Because if you are dealing with writing rejections, a rejection is a no from one market for one story. It is not the end of that story. It is not the end of your chances with that market. Write something new, submit something again, move forward. To make it anywhere near 100, I had to take a story that was rejected, and on the same day I got a rejection letter, would have to send it out to somebody new. And the first 30 times, that was really, really hard, and then eventually it became how I coped with rejection. I can't not send out the story again that same day. So always move forward. That's the second thing. Third thing, this is not your identity. This is not who you are. Stay close to your friends and family. Stay spiritually grounded if you're a person of faith. On your end, this is your art, but on the end of the people you're sending to, it really is their business. It is not personal. Fourth thing, have reasonable expectations. I did have some victories. There were some shining moments where all of this was worth it, but they were few and far between. My best story got rejected twice before it was accepted. Now I kind of laugh when I hear somebody say, maybe I'll send this to somebody and see what happens, or, oh man, I got a rejection. I feel so dejected and like this is the end. Let yourself feel that way, but you have to know it's not true. This is a part of the journey. And finally, I'm not telling you to suck it up. I'm not telling you to get used to it. Feel what you need to feel, but critiques are a lot worse. If you can get through a rough critique, you're gonna get used to rejections in 5 seconds flat. Hey, writers and anyone else who faces rejection in your work or in your life, how do you deal with it? What are your coping strategies? Let me know in the comments, like this video if you liked it, and hit subscribe if you want to hear more.